Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to another episode of What's in the Bag, Jay. Now, this is where I pick 6 movies from my collection that I haven't seen, write their names on a piece of paper, throw them in the bag, draw one out at random, and do a review. Now, they all came back from last week, so let's reintroduce them. The Dead Center, Witches in the Woods, Scarecrow County, Stalked, Night of the Animated Dead, and making its debut this week is The Night. Now, this is an IFC Midnight, and it is a Scream Factory. Let's give the bag a good tussle, and we're going to see what we're going to watch this week. We have Stalked. I'm going to set that aside while I set all the other movies side by side, and take my trusty Freddy vs. Jason die. We're going to see what comes back next week. Remember, if I roll a 5 or a Freddy vs. Jason, they all come back. Two. All right. Give the bag another good tussle. First movie coming back next week is Night of the Animated Dead. Second movie coming back is Scarecrow County. Now, if you want to see me review The Dead Center, Witches in the Woods, or The Night, definitely vote. But right now, I'm going to go watch Stalked and come back with a review later. Well, I'm back. I just watched Stalked, and here are my thoughts. Stalked is a 2019 film which runs approximately 82 minutes and is written and directed by Justin Agar. Now, he was responsible for The Marker, Magic House, and Large. This stars Natalie Buscombe as Tess. She was in Red 2, Triassic Attack, and Brave New World. Vanessa Donovan as Bernice. She was in London Unplugged, The Marker, and Curiosity Calls. And Rebecca Rogers as Sam. She was in Svengali and some TV and some shorts. Now, this is a UK film, and let me get into a brief synopsis, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on the film. You have Sam, who is a single mom. Her baby daddy comes to take the baby for the weekend, ends up bringing her back early because she's sick. She has a 105-degree fever. So the mom goes to the pharmacy by herself, leaves the infant there, 5-month-old infant. I'll get to that in a minute. And she gets abducted on her way to the pharmacy. She wakes up at this military factory that is no longer in production, and she is stalked by a person, well, not only by a person in an invisible suit, but also a drone that's able to shoot bullets. That's basically your synopsis. Now, what did I think of the film? This film was pretty much a turd. It had so much potential. I mean, I really enjoyed the story. There were just so many things in this film that took me out of it. Who would leave their 5-month-old to go to the pharmacy? One thing I didn't say is this girl, of course, she's in shape and she's fairly attractive, but she was also a commando in the Marines. So, put your baby in a stroller and go to the pharmacy. It doesn't seem like it's that hard. It just seemed like it was convenient that she was by herself when she was abducted. Yeah, that was the first thing that just pissed me off. And then it just got worse and worse from there. Stupid decision making when this is clearly a smart woman. Apparently, the guy who is in the suit takes women there, plays cat and mouse, and then kills them. Yet, police have never been alerted. And apparently, this has happened several times. And also, who's flying the fucking drone? It's just, there's so many inconsistencies in this story, and I think it pissed me off that much more because it had a decent story, something to work with. Now, this I'll give it props for. I'm going to give this movie props for one thing. This could have very well been a man-hating agenda film, and it did have some of that in there, but it didn't beat you over the head with it. So I did appreciate that. It was subliminal. It was between the lines. There was a few things that were out loud, but it's not like, Black Christmas, or even though I liked the new Candyman, it was a little heavy-handed, but, this could have very well been a man-hating film all the way around. But they handled it in a way that it didn't force it down your throat. I don't know. It just, disappointment. It could have been so good because it works out like a slasher movie because this person's going around in an invisible suit, stalking these women in this warehouse, and it just failed miserably. It's almost like they were trying to cash in on the Invisible Man, the success of the Invisible Man. So, that's it. Do I recommend it? No. I found it at the dollar store. Had high hopes for it, but it inevitably fell short. Unfortunate, too. Don't forget to vote if there's something you want to come back next week. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.